Hello there.
Hey there guys, Unofficial Star Wars here, hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Book of Boba Fett, episode 6, so beware of spoilers, you have been warned. One of Star Wars' greatest, I think, mysteries out there is really who's the one responsible for saving Grogu. And yes, while the answer is very unclear at this point in time, and will probably remain one of the biggest mysteries of Star Wars until Mando Season 3, maybe even so forth to Season 4, 5, and so on and so forth, I do have my fair share of theories and speculations to kind of throw out there of who may have saved Grogu from Order 66. It should go without mentioning that these three Jedi right here are definitely heroes in their eyes, or at least of Grogu's eyes, as he was watching them hold off the 501st Clone Trooper Legion during the flashbacks that we saw in Book of Boba Fett, episode 6. We see these flashbacks occur and happen as Luke Skywalker taps into Grogu's mind essentially and releasing these hidden memories. As we learned in The Mandalorian Season 2, Ahsoka Tano tells us that Grogu has taken these memories and hid them deep down in his mind, and this is a real-world psychological thing, as I had mentioned in my breakdown video. When somebody has experienced a traumatic event, it's just natural that their brains will kind of get rid of these horrible memories in order to kind of protect that person, and this is maybe what essentially happened to Grogu, unless his mind was physically erased from another Force being, or a Jedi at that. First option of who maybe had saved Grogu during Order 66 would be Jocasta Nu. She was the librarian that we see in Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, when Obi-Wan is looking for the planet of Kamino that is hidden deep down in the archives. And to be all completely fair with you guys, I don't think that this one's very likely. However, in the comics, we do see that she remains at the Jedi Temple in order to protect these archives from Inquisitors, Clone Troopers, and even Darth Vader himself. Maybe she did rescue Grogu, but she probably more than likely sent him off-world, away from her and the Jedi Temple in a ship all by himself. Another likely option that I personally really do like would be the return of Quinlan Vos, possibly in the live-action spectrum of things, or at least in flashbacks with Grogu in Order 66, as he may have potentially helped or was the one to have saved Grogu during Order 66. I only see one problem with this, however, is that during Order 66, Quinlan Vos was off and during the Dark Disciple novel with Asajj Ventress. Even then, it's totally possible, I feel like, that Jocasta Nu and maybe other Jedi had helped each other in order to send the rare species of Grogu off-world from the Jedi Temple and to safety. So who knows, maybe he helped after he was done with what he was doing in Dark Disciple. Another likely option that's even brought up and mentioned in Episode 6 of the Book of Boba Fett would be Yoda. Luke Skywalker mentions Yoda to Grogu during the episode and asks if he remembers him. Not to mention that the two are the same species and that Yoda and Obi-Wan were both going back to the Jedi Temple during the events of Revenge of the Sith. I feel like it's totally possible that Yoda could have helped in some type of manner of rescuing and saving Grogu during the events of Order 66. Now, whether or not he would have helped in a type of scheme here with working with other Jedi such as Quinlan Vos or Jocasta Nu is kind of up in the air, and honestly I feel like would be a little bit far-fetched at that. Even then, I don't really feel like that there's much of a time gap that's going on during the overall film of Revenge of the Sith, from where between we're seeing Yoda appear and his duel with Emperor Palpatine. It just doesn't really feel like there's enough time. An honorable mention of something I totally wish we would have seen, and that would honestly be true, is that the Bad Batch went back to the Jedi Temple and actually helped save Grogu. However, the thing is, if it was the case 110%, we would have seen this in the Bad Batch Season 1. It just isn't really there anymore of an available opportunity, and it is a theory that I had spoken on when Season 1 of Bad Batch was premiering. It's an honorable mention, and I also feel like that Darth Maul could even be an honorable mention. After the events of Order 66 and the end of the Clone Wars during Season 7 of the Clone Wars show, we see that Darth Maul escapes his beholding of Ahsoka Tano, and from there the rest is history. Really don't know where he went. Maybe he went back to the Jedi Temple in order to rescue Grogu, or take Grogu captive at that, in order to get back at Palpatine. The end goal is that Palpatine is after Grogu, as we have seen in The Mandalorian Season 2, in an effort to essentially obtain his midichlorian account and to take his Force abilities and to transfer him to his clone body. While I do think that most of these and all of these are reasonable to some aspects and to an extent of things, I definitely always hold the best for last. And if you guys know anything about my YouTube channel or Instagram or anything like that, hashtag Mace Windu lives. What if Mace Windu, after his attack from Palpatine and Anakin Skywalker, now known as Darth Vader, at this point in time, after going flying out the window, he went back to the Jedi Temple after surviving his fall using the Force and something like that. We have seen it in the past of Star Wars, of course. And maybe he goes back to to the Jedi Temple in an effort to warn the others, to warn the Jedi and such, but in that, it's already too late and he gets caught up in the crossfire. But while he's there, he might as well help out and save as many younglings and Jedi at that he possibly can, including Grogu. I definitely think it's reasonable to some extent, and I think it would be very, very cool, of course, as well. But let's also mention the tie-ins that Mace Windu has with Boba Fett. In a recent interview with BuzzFeed, Tamora Morrison mentions how he doesn't like purple lightsabers, and whether or not this is just a hint back to Tamora Morrison starring back in those prequel days and prequel era, with Mace Windu being the one that killed his character of Jango Fett. I definitely hold my ground on this one. Let me know in the comment section down below, who do you guys think possibly helped save Grogu during the events of Order 66, and do you think we could potentially see this come true in season 3 of The Mandalorian? I definitely think we supposedly very well could. It's undoubtedly one of the greatest mysteries of the Star Wars franchise, and I'm very excited to find out in season 3 of The Mandalorian. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. Leave a thumbs up on the video if you did enjoy it, as it really does help with the channel, and check out Instagram on Official Star Wars for more Star Wars related content, guys. Thanks so much for watching today's video. As always, may the Force be with you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.